What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. So Jodie Turner-Smith will be the new Anne Boleyn. She will be starring in the new period drama commissioned by Channel 5, in which this casting has caused a little bit of a stir, simply because, as you can imagine, if you do know who she is, she's black, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Anne Boleyn clearly was white. Now I did chuckle at first when I looked at some of the reaction, because there's a bit of irony here, because there have been numerous examples in the past where films, especially produced in Hollywood, have had roles where the main character wasn't white. However, they were played by white actors. Now, when you look into some of the reasons why this was, when you hear from the directors or the producers, normally the response is because they sell better overseas. And what they mean by that is they sell better in the Chinese market because they seem to respond better or more favorably to white actors than non-white actors. I mean, we've seen examples from way back in days, such as The Ten Commandments starring Charlton Heston, to more recent examples like Christian Bale in Exodus Gods and Kings, Scarlett Johansson in The Ghost in the Snow. All these characters, again, you could argue, weren't supposed to be played by white actors, but there we are. But this situation, this is where it becomes different. And this is where we have a danger of setting a new precedent, because this, Anne Boleyn, is a real-life historical character. You see, there's one thing having a fictional story being played by somebody who you could argue doesn't keep up with the integrity of the actual film or show, whatever it may be, because you can argue that away. And even you look at the situation that happened with when females did their remakes of Ghostbusters and Ocean's 8. There's a way of getting around it, and you could always package it differently, argue about it. You can create new storylines, timelines. You could do something quite clever with it because it's fictional, to try and almost keep the integrity of it, but add a different appeal to it, or just remix it. Even if we know exactly, we don't agree with it, even if we know what the deal is, we know it's just to appease the whole new woke situation, the whole Me Too, whatever it may be. We all know what it is. However, that can be argued legitimately. However, you cannot argue the situation away, and you can't explain it away, because this is based on a real life historical character. And we all understand about who she was and what her colour of her skin was. Now, people argue, well, what's the importance of her skin colour? Now, again, this is where we have the danger being set. Because if we take that approach, then guess what? We're going to have to be careful, because using that logic of does skin colour matter, then guess what? You'll have other characters, famous black icons in the past, that legitimately now could be played by non-black actors. What would happen now if Nelson Mandela, the recent film played by Idris Elba, was played by, I don't know, Tom Hanks? What about Idi Amin, who was played by Forrest Whitaker? What if he was played by somebody else? Marcus Garvey. This is why there's a danger of what's been going on right now, and which is why at first, when I started chuckling at the critics, you have to just understand and realize, listen, it swings both ways. And this is what's going to happen. Right now, it's swinging one way. And that's what a lot of people are saying. It's swinging one way. What happens when that swings back the other way? This is why it's dangerous what's going on right now. This is why when it comes to historical figures, historical icons, look, just leave it as it is. It was a white female who's Anne Boleyn. Therefore, let it be played by a white female. At least do something completely different. There are a lot of other black characters, real life characters out there, or just make something up that could be legitimately played. But no, you have to do it this way. And for what purpose? I don't even know. But this is a danger that is setting right now. It's a dangerous new precedent that's going on. And I can only imagine that this trend is going to get worse and worse and worse. So much so that I can imagine in 30 years' time, I'll be looking back at some of these films, some of these historical analysis, and I'll be thinking, oh my flipping days, what have we said? What have we done? Because people are going to think all these people were either black or white. They may not be male, they may be female, non-binary, whatever the new thing may be. That's exactly what we're going to see. And again, if we don't just put a stop to this now, I can only imagine this is going to get worse. But this is it for this video. Just want to do a short little recap on this. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Until next time, I'm out.